Yeah, I was watching Brent Faiyaz's interview 2 days ago now,
Mm.
and it was a good interview. But also, he was using the SM58. But I was literally gonna send it to you just to show like this. It doesn't matter what level you're at. Like that mic is the mic. Like it's standard. You could do anything with it. Like even like I noticed like when this noise is on, right?
Mm.
From the ceiling, like through this mic, it'll still, even though this is like a focused mic and stuff, it'll still pick it up. But with that mic, you get less of it, which is crazy. It's like,
And I know that's a really good mic. So
yeah, it's the same
shout out
brand.
to
This
this
is
mic for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I think this is a dynamic microphone. Both of them are dynamic microphone. Like they'll pick up what's right in front of them.
Oh, this is one of those mics too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't even realize that you started. Like I
Yeah.
actually had no clue. But
Yeah.
what's going on?
Repetition.
I'm hearing that.
Yeah.
No, that was just weird because I'm just thinking about how you're holding my last pod hostage. So now I'm just like, bro, is this even getting posted? I don't even know. Like, should I give my all into this? You're gonna make me give my all into my body of work just to say we're not allowed to post it, bro.
Yeah. No, I can. I think I could hold a podcast or two hostage. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
They'll come eventually. What was it? What is the newest thing you've? What was the most recent epiphany you had?
Hold on. This is a huge candy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yo, these Jolly Ranchers are good though, right?
They're good. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't ready for the. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Like this is actually not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't make a pod with this still, but
Mhm.
now I can go.
Yeah.
All right. So, a huge epiphany that I had was two things I was thinking about. One, just believing people. How do I say this now?
Bro.
Especially
That's
when
crazy.
especially when it comes to like even a job, a person, like kind of every time you find someone that takes you away from your head or takes you away from like the stresses of everyday life,
Mm-hmm.
you just kind of rest on them or lean on them very easily
Mm-hmm.
when they're not actually stable. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
you just want to pretend like they're stable. Like you're so quick to believe what someone tells you
Yeah.
or the persona they give off before you believe in God or yourself. It's weird to me.
Yeah.
And now it's just someone that I had this idea of who he was.
Mhm.
And then the other day I found out, I'm like, this guy's completely not what I thought he was. This whole time I thought this guy was this thing, and now he's not none of that. And I was just like, why am I so quick to believe these guys and not in like myself or like, you know?
Yeah.
So that just kind of made me realize that the salvation I'm looking for is inside of me. Like that person that's supposed to like kind of take me out of where I am right now, the person that's supposed to like help me out or save my life or make me successful is the inner me. It's not anyone else in this world. Like God gave you, the way someone put it was like, growing up, you were hidden so that the enemy couldn't take you. But now that you've gotten to a certain age, you can bring out the person that's inside of you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, your salvation is found within. It's not found in anyone else. So, yeah. Oh, now I remembered now. So what happened was I can see the best version of someone. And a lot of people telling me don't believe in potential.
Yeah.
Because potential doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe in what they show you.
Wow.
And
Damn, that's like I think that's a cold way. I think because you could do both. I think a lot of times, myself included, yourself too, I would say in a way, it's like sometimes you do need a little push and stuff. But yeah, you can't bank on somebody's best version of themselves because the truth is that that's probably doesn't exist. Maybe
Yeah.
it's not real. Yeah. Continue though.
so what happened was I do see the best version of someone. I don't think that's a false version. I do see greatness in everyone I meet or a lot of people that I meet. The only problem is I'm not seeing the prison. I'm not seeing that person is not available right now.
Yeah.
Like they still have their story to go. They still have more chapters to go through before they can even access that person. That person's not
what
there.
makes somebody want to break out of the who they become as a result of just like reactions? Like what makes somebody be like, okay, I gotta listen to myself, and like you break, because breaking out of that is painful. Everything changes. Your whole life changes, the way you think. Then you also like once you're broken out of that place, it's like you bounce between who am I as a person, because you're so used to a certain type of way, and now you're not, like, you know.
There was something. So me and my cousin were driving one day back from Innisfil, and he was driving. He's like, "Why is everyone driving so slow, so cautious? Like everyone's moving right on the road." But it was bothering him because like usually people be driving really fast and reckless so he can get to where he's going. But everyone's moving so cautious. They're driving the speed limit on the highway, but it's not usually like that. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Oh yeah, there's a certain like." Police officers wait a little bit ahead of here. Like he knows that there are cops that are waiting ahead, right? And I was like, everyone wants to move militant when fear is imminent or when death is imminent. Something like that I said. He's like, well, what rap song was that? I'm like, nah, I just made that up.
That sounded like a lyric.
Yeah. So then so I feel like it's
Who would say that? I think Nas would say some shit like that.
Yeah, it sounds like an old head still, but I was thinking that, so life, we could die at any moment, right? At any time. But it's not in front of us. It's not right there. Like, there could be extreme amounts of anguish or pain or danger waiting, like, in the next month or so. But we don't see it coming.
It could be minutes away. You could have an aneurysm and just
we're not
hyped.
Yeah. But once you can fully envision the danger, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, something happens, like fire. That's why you don't say, like, help, I'm getting robbed. You say, like, fire. Because everyone knows that their life is in danger when it comes to fire. And it kicks in that it doesn't matter what I think about myself, I need to get out of the situation now, and you have to act like your best self. That's why me and you like to wait till the clutch, because the clutch is when it's like, it doesn't matter how painful or how scared it would be for us to act like how we want to, but we need to do this in order to finish this.
On Power you said like life is a clutch. It's like
that's what I'm saying.
That same feeling of urgency, you should be able to tap into it.
You should.
When you need to. You shouldn't have to wait until the real world crushes your fucking soul and then you have to build out of it.
Should. Yeah. You should for sure. But like it's just not, I don't know, it's just not like that. Cause I feel like the problem is we're so tied to our feelings and our thoughts, right? And that's not linked to our best self.
Yeah. You sometimes you have to get out of your own way. Like you'll be your own worst enemy. Yeah. It goes back to like a self-criticalness or like hiding the ugly truths that hide right next to you and stuff. But yeah, you can't be your own worst enemy, and you gotta trust in yourself and who you are when you have this moments to do it, because those moments are when you can kind of like work through some of the bullshit. So the next time you fall out of not being in tune with yourself, you have like the bar is higher. You're not gonna you have more substance to pull from.
I seen this post that said like ego is control, right? And then self is kind of just there. Like your true self is just kind of just witnessing everything, but doesn't have like a certain opinion to it. But the ego tries to control everything that's around you. And then I also have I have a question I want to ask you, and that's, so there was this post, it's actually on one of my pods called Thoughts, right? It's the picture, and it's like kind of the Satan tree and the God tree, and the God tree is like peace, life, joy, respect, kindness, and all that. And on the Satan tree, it was like pride, envy, sloth, all that, right? And then competitiveness was on the Satan tree.
Wow.
So between ego being control, and competitiveness being on the same tree. Like, how does that explain that? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Competitiveness as something that's more like satanic than it is like holy.
Like, because obviously ego gets you ahead. Like, a lot of
Ego will
places,
get you ahead,
you know what I'm saying?
but
Yeah.
it'll get you ahead without awareness. You know, like a ego is like I think it's a driving factor which you can reflect on, but your awareness of your ego almost tames your ego a little bit. But how does competitiveness? Yeah, I don't think egos.
Because competitiveness gets you ahead as well. Being competitive is what strives to make you better, but
You have to be though.
It
Yeah.
does take you down a certain path, though.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, definitely, because again, it
Especially
comes from
J.
the
Cole. Like,
outside.
look at J. Cole. Like, what just happened recently.
Yeah.
If he was just straight competitive, he would have forget the relationship we have and everything. He just would have went off. But it's like he calmed himself down. But that was looked at as weak.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what someone sent into my group chat the other day. How I was like,
but was it? Okay, I want to break that down. Did he apologize for the song or participating in the beef or the things he said in the song? Like,
all of that. I think it was everything. He apologized for everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's a tough one because maybe what like Drake keeps talking about the red button and stuff, right? Some fucking insane thing that he's just waiting to. He talked about it in his like the new album too, where he's just like, press this button and like everything comes down or some shit. But maybe J. Cole knows more than everybody else, so he's like, yo, I'm out. Because they could get ugly. Like, what if like people's like way too much shit, like private shit comes out? Yeah.
Because you know it was hilarious that when I seen a post that compared J. Cole's album to J. Cole's diss track to Jay-Z, I think it was. He was copying a lot of what Jay-Z did, like kind of like mimicking with the album, the counting.
He was paying homage, no?
Paying homage, right?
Yeah.
But that was an actual diss track. And he was saying that's just a warm-up. I'm like, but this seems like a pretty solid diss track though. So imagine what what really could go down. Like, where are they going to go? Where are they going to take it? You know what I'm saying? So
if you have J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick going at it in a diss track way, I think it would go crazy. Like it would be one of the biggest beasts. But right now it's clearly flatlining. But yeah, there's a moment for sure where I think it would have been one of the biggest. But nothing could holds merit to the old beefs like from the past. I think those ones were a lot more like Ether is seen as the holy grail of disses. And Ether, I think it was like 3 or 4 months after it was dissing Jay-Z, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Nas waited 3-4 months after Jay-Z dropped a track or something to release Ether. So maybe Kendrick does the same shit. Who knows?
But I was thinking about my answer when you were talking. So competitiveness, I feel like obviously it helps you a lot to get to where you want to go, but it also brings you deeper into the rabbit hole. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of focusing on who you truly are and what you're truly supposed to do, you kind of get too caught up in just competing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but who you truly are. This is actually, we can talk about this. This is actually cool because you're talking about going to work and just immediately realizing like 70% of you like fucking gone. Like it's dormant. It's almost like I don't know if it was painful or if you're like, I can't do this. Like, you know, like if you think about repeating 5 times a week,
that's where
until you're fucking.
That's where
65, probably 70. At
that
this rate,
salvation talk came in because I'm like, yo, I can't do this on my own. Like, in order for me to do this, I'm gonna use the people's energy around me to do it. You know what I'm saying?
But you have to be competitive to get to a point where you could be yourself. Like it's like I feel like competition is a good vehicle for growth. Like you have to compare yourself. You have to, because if you're fully just being yourself, like I feel like you lose track of reality, and reality is a lot more. It's a lot more. I don't even want to say it like it's a lot more harsh than. It's just different, and you have like my mindset is like the competitiveness. I'm gonna use it to get better, but like once I get to a stage where sustenance and surviving and stuff is not a problem, then I'll explore myself. But until then, I know I have to constantly, like the one way I do it is like I'll be making a song and stuff, right? And I'll go mid-song, pause, put on my favorite songs, listen through 3-4 songs, you know, go back to mine and play it and just see if like how deeply it hurts.
Name 3 of those songs.
Oh,
you could
okay.
That you could be considered in that favorite category.
Okay, I'll just do like, I guess it's always changing, but what did I listen to yesterday when I was doing that? I got Spotify right here. I listened to Mitski. I listened to My Love, Mine, All Mine. And I listened to White Iverson by Post Malone. And I listened to Day and Night by Kid Cudi. Oh, Party Next Door, of course. Like a P4. I listened to a bunch of those songs. But I just play these songs and I go back to my shit, because it's like in the past when I would get hurt, I'd be like, fuck, I hate my shit, like just self-doubt and stuff, you know, that every creative person deals with. Like it would make me go like, I'm never gonna, you know. But now it's like I feel like I could get stabbed and I'm like, okay, how do I fix this? How do I, like, it's just it's a confidence thing. Like I'm like, can I be in this shuffle, you know? If somebody's going through this shit, do I fit, you know? And I'm just thinking about the vibe. Even if you look at my computer background and stuff, like I swear I get psycho with it. Like when I'm tapped into my emotions and shit, right? It's like I can stare at that photo and be there, you know, because that's just my imagination. Like it'll take me there. And I'll write from that place, like, and I'll change things, you know. It's like when I have an album cover in mind and stuff, right? And it's like just building an aesthetic, and then also I'm very big on being myself. Like where the competitive stuff, I still want me to always bleed through. I don't believe in. I want to make egoless music and stuff. That's what I've been working on. Like no, I don't want to defend. I don't want to be like, I have this, or also I don't want to be talking about like I'm insecure about this. It's all the same shit. Like I just want to make music for the sake of just being free and stuff, right? But yeah, I don't know. I even forgot the original point. I just got passionate about the music stuff.
You went somewhere like being your quote unquote true self, or being like realistically ideal is not realistic. Like being ideal is not
you gotta
realistic.
be competitive. You gotta be competitive.
Like there comes a time where that competitive nature needs
just
to
know
come
how to
out.
utilize it. Same with with ego. You can't have an egoless existence.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
You need it. You need all of it, but you just have to take advantage.
What I was thinking of. So what I was thinking of is also the 1% kind of ideology where it's like, even though I know, like, I guess the ego, competitiveness, all this certain stuff is not what you want to do. Like, obviously there's like a better way, but that's who you are right now. Like, that's kind of, you're not going to completely change so that you have absolutely no ego, no competitive nature, no nothing, because that's a part of your character, your identity.
And it's a part of confidence, I think, because
it is what gives me oh, you know, you're right still. That is what gives me confidence,
because like it would, if you didn't have that, so you could be like, somebody could say certain things to you, it could break you right away. Like you have to know yourself, and that comes from you have to have a bit of ego, because you have to. I think there's ego involved with loving yourself. Like if you love yourself, you know, there's ego involved in that in a positive way, but don't, like, it's not in a narcissistic way. But it's like, I can't even, for us especially, like when it comes to self-love and stuff, we know how difficult it could be sometimes and stuff. Is definitely, you need the ego in there sometimes. You have to be able to stand up for yourself. Like it's your, I don't know. It's like your ego can also be your guardian angel in a way.
That's crazy. But yeah, you're right though. You're right. But my ego is also like, is what guided me down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting sucked into being so concerned with things that really didn't matter for my overall life.
Yeah, that's same, bro. Too much time wasted about hypotheticals. Too much time wasted about caring what other people think about me. It's like only I know me, and I could share that. And the only if somebody resonates with this goes back to the OG days. Is like things resonate when they're the truth every time because things are consistent. You're like you could. It's like a puzzle piece where things make sense, you know, because we're all fucking, we all have the same emotions and stuff, varying degrees and stuff. But it's like, if you can communicate something somebody else has gone through or is feeling and stuff through a podcast, through music and stuff, it's like, that's what connects everywhere. I think that's what, to me, maybe it's I don't know what I've said, what I believe art is in the past, but that's definitely a picture of art, a large chunk for me, like creating that feeling of like almost pulling at something in somebody, you know? Because like, I don't know, even when the podcast is going and stuff, like where are you pulling from, you know? Because I feel like I could pull from like a deep part of myself where it's like, I don't even have to think, like it just comes out almost.
That's me when I'm with a duo. Like that's me when I have a partner on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just natural.
Mm-hmm.
But you were definitely saying a good thing. Now what I'm kind of thinking about is you're right. It's all integrated into your character, but it's like now what does my ego, my competitive nature look like with Christ, God, and that type
how does
of
that balance? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even with me and my cousin were playing basketball the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and we were doing pretty good, right? But then it got to a certain point where like we didn't really care about winning anymore, and like we kind of just let the game go however it went.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like if we pushed, we could have won, but it's like we didn't need to win. You know what I'm saying? And they would. You know what I'm saying? They would appreciate that win a lot more. Like it matters way more to them because of that ego and all of that.
Yeah, but
that's the whole world to them. But to us,
Yeah.
it's like we know something beyond this. We have more inside of us where it's like that doesn't matter like that. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't. I think you should play to win.
We
But
were.
if you don't,
you know what I'm saying?
if you don't win, it shouldn't, like, you know how sometimes you could get heated, like almost
Yeah.
turn into a fight and stuff, or like even if like your cousin or some shit's on the other team and
Yeah.
you guys have like beef for like 4 hours
Yeah,
before you calm
yeah.
down and stuff, like you gotta, I feel like you gotta be able to be have humility in defeat. You can't let it, like you gotta be able to brush it off, you know? Yeah, my mom's calling me.
Could answer it. Can pause it.
Oh, okay, I gotta pause it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. Well, what was I forgot completely. We're talking about winning or losing with humility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you win, you're allowed to bask in the winningness, but it shouldn't come at the expense of, if you lose, it hurts your ego or something. It's like how you find that balance. That's a good question.
Balance.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm looking for, is balance.
Mm-hmm.
How do I balance what gives me confidence, which is not rooted in a right place, with my new foundation with Christ and all that?
Yeah. And I think the truth is, you're gonna continue getting up and continue falling. I think that's just a life. It's like you're gonna always find different ways to get better and stuff. And sometimes you fall and you go backwards, but you catch back up. You know, that's life. Yeah, I don't think there's a absolute way to do that, or I don't think you could be 100% anything. It's just all about having the awareness and continually practicing it. Maybe putting the reps in, putting the time in.
Putting the reps in, eh? I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
I'm hearing you still. So, I didn't want to make this pod about you at all, because that's what I did last time. But your mindset's changing. You're shifting. Where did you come from with your mindset beforehand, and what's changed now to what's opened the door for you to like kind of be on the brink of posting, be on the brink of starting your career, just taking those next steps? What shift have you made in your mind?
I let go of. It's that thing where we talk about letting the outside align with your inner self. Like I think I found a moment where I'm like I let go of a lot of pain and stuff, trauma, all that stuff. I let go of a lot of it. I don't know. I mean, I do know it's not. I wouldn't say it's the healthiest way, you know. Like, I don't even know if this is. I should even, but like LSD, ketamine, and stuff like that. Like, it like
Talking about that one day with your friend.
No, this is just a lifestyle thing. LSD from that one day. Yeah. I made a lot of revelations.
100%. I think that's.
Yeah.
The next time I seen you was when you came in, like,
yeah,
walk straight to the door, and you're like, "Yo, let's get working," and
man.
all of that.
I think my depression is gone completely. I mean, not completely, but it's like
you're in a good space right now.
I can manage stuff. I feel like it's the world that does it, though. It's not. I'm not chronically depressed. I just think the way that we have to live our lives right now, it makes you chronically depressed, you know. And like also, I don't know.
The world, that's interesting though. Yeah. The world's doing it to us. Like,
yeah,
they're manufacturing depression.
Love, there needs to be more love, and we need more. We just need more room to breathe, bro. Not everybody wants to play the same game, you know. And like we live in a very same game, kind of like it's kind of like mega corporations. We've got 2-3 options, you know, to express everything. But it's like, no, you could do things your way. And I don't know. That's what I'm focused on. But like, it's crazy because the mindset switch also comes with, I'm no longer doing things for validation. I want to change something on whatever level I'm capable. Obviously, I trust myself to do it at a bigger level, you know, because I just know where the source is coming from, a clean area, you know. It's not coming from myself's needs and wants at the moment. At the moment, I'm in a good spot like that, but you never know. But I'm very inspired to just do something not for the sake fully of, just not make it all about me. Because I think in the past, that's something that being down and stuff, I kind of forgot about the world. And like, you were talking about it earlier. It's like you seeing the best in other people and stuff. I think one big thing I've learned in the last like probably year and a half of my life is how to trust. I don't think I ever truly trusted anybody my whole life. Like, to be completely honest, like never 100%. Or I don't even know if 100% trust is possible, but I was so calloused and it was so like I didn't even know it.
I just had your debit card for a week.
Yeah, but look, see, trust. Yeah, but I just trust a lot more. And actually, I was just getting on the phone like an hour ago. I was talking to somebody and told me like you're too easy to trust everybody. You know, not everybody has the right intentions for you and stuff. But it's like, as a man, I already know in most situations, right? I have the upper hand if it, especially like, I don't know, life is just, I don't have to worry about trust as much, you know, not as much is going to happen to me, you know, like, yeah. But, so I can afford to just be trustful. And if it comes back in my face, like it comes back in my face, I just accept that possibility. But for the most part, trusting works, and trusting has brought me a lot of peace. I feel like, before I always used to feel like the other, but this is actually very recent. I feel like now I feel like I'm part of something sometimes, you know, like even if I don't know, I just feel like I'm more connected to the planet, to people and stuff. I don't see people as big of strangers as I did before. It's just, I don't know them. I've never talked to them, but I'm sure if I knew them, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, something is definitely, the source of where things are coming from has changed. It's not fully coming from a negative and dark place. Like I probably made like 100 songs about fucking just being like depressed, and I never want to. I would never post any of them. Never really.
What is this depressed thing you're talking about? Explain depression to you, because I don't think we have a clinical definition between the two of us. So what is this depression that you talk about?
It's like trying to press the eject button, but you can't eject in life. You know, you're just stuck. Like you just kind of chases you. For me, it was definitely the ejection analogy. Like, I just felt so sick and stuff, and like, there's no escape. And you know, it gets dark, so like, obviously, you're gonna think like there are escapes and stuff, but those escapes aren't. For me, they're not escapes. You know what I mean? Like, I got the fighter mentality and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just found a way to be at peace with myself.
Think I can make it over?
Yeah, easily. Yeah. How about you?
That ejection analogy was pretty cool. I like that, because the way you're talking right now, like you said, I don't listen to specifics. I kind of like paint my own picture in my mind, but you keep using the word realistic a lot, and like you were saying, like just completely taking the ego out of my life isn't realistic, and then kind of the way the world treats you and how it kind of manufactures depression, and you said realistic again. It made me think that, especially me and you, this could go for a lot of people actually, that we don't live a lot in the real world. Like when it comes to being in our heads, comes to always finding escapes.
Yeah, but
we always try to escape reality, right? So so we don't really know how to function in.
Yeah, in reality.
And that's kind of what one reality was kind of veering towards, where it's like, I don't know how to work in here. So I'm hoping if I put all these other realities that I was living in together, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it's like almost, you feel like it's healing almost. Like it's like you're able to combine everything that was like maybe like very separate before and stuff.
Yeah. Because I feel like school wasn't an exact representation of reality. It is an example of it, but it's not real.
Here, I got something to add to that. Something I have mistaken of reality is performance. I thought I'm the person based on how I am around others and what they think of me. You know, that was reality to me, and that dictated my self-image. And that I realized that's not true. Like, it's validation, but it's also, if you like you really look into it, it's like you're performing for others. You're jeopardizing your soul. You're jeopardizing your self-worth. You're jeopardizing everything for the sake of others. Like, when can you give you space? Being selfish and stuff. Like, when can you just be you and let the world react to that, you know? And that's also something else. I feel like I'm more me now. Like, I feel more at peace just being me and letting the world react, instead of, I still have the ability to fucking, I didn't lose anything, you know? I feel like I still have the ability to talk to whoever I want. I still have everything, but I just feel way more grounded and way less reactionary, and I don't need other people's opinions. But it's weird, though. I still say I'm competitive because I still see myself like, I'm like, yo, I gotta be good, you know? Like, that's just how that's my drive. Like, it's like I put so much time into stuff, and I'm like, I was literally a week ago, like, so when it comes down to releasing stuff, even someone's like, yo, like, what do you got going on, right? Like, how's it going? Actually, I think it's my dad. He's like, yeah, how's it going? Like, what have you been up to? Do you think you can make it? Like, I got a strict Muslim dad, you know? And like, he's asking me these questions and stuff. And I just felt like the universes were so weird when you're like putting separate two things. Because in front of him, I've always been so performative. I can't share my life and stuff, right? But he's dope in the sense that he's very, like, even if he hates it, he'll listen, you know? But I just realized, like, I'm like, yo, I put my heart and my soul into what I do every day. And I got so much fucking emotions and so much fucking fuckery running through me, you know? And it's like, I have literally, it's like I have a skill set. I could do this over and over again. I could repeat. But at the end of the day, like, where's my product? You know? And like, that's why I want to be good. That's why I mean, like, life's work. It's like, it's not, but at this moment in time, it does define who I am as a person, what I've been going through, how I think, and how the lens I see the world with, the aesthetic I see the world with. You know how like in movies they put filters on? Like once they go in Mexico, the saturation goes up and shit. Like the filter literally changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they go to fucking like India or Pakistan or
Yeah.
something, like they change the filter settings and stuff. Like, yeah, that bro, my brain sees the world in a certain way, and I'm just I want to be. That's where it comes to truth. I want that feeling in my brain to be in my work, and that's also where the critic comes in, because I'll always be like, it's never exact enough, you know. But then when I come back to it 4 months later, I was like, yo, that's pretty good. Like you can't, you know. But yeah, that's what stops this babbling that I just did. I think it kind of made me realize like what's stopping me from.
Oh, it made me realize a lot of things actually. It made me realize a lot of my answers I have with the competitive and why it's on the Satan side, and like like you don't get it twisted. Like that Satan side has a lot of power, and it's pleasing to the eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I think we want to be pleasing to a lot of people around us.
Of course.
So that's why it's intriguing, it's enticing for us to eat from that tree. But that competitive nature also is what drives you into insanity. That performance, always trying to like be I want to look my best in your eyes, and his eyes, and her eyes, and all this.
I guess that's a competition
And it
too. It's like
keeps
just
you
winning.
in a
You gotta win
box.
everyone over.
You don't gotta win. Losing's more important than winning. You know what I'm saying?
It-
Letting go
but
is
the-
more important
but
than
the
gaining.
more you
Like,
try to win, the more you also lose, you know, at the same time. That's not competitive. It's like, I feel like if you had a win-loss ratio, so far I've just been stacking up losses. Like I'm ready for my first win. That's how I feel right now. Like I'm sure there's a lot of wins in there if I really look at it, but like I don't know. You think like I do think losing's more important, but again,
the greatest
comes
winner
from the
knows how to
competitive spirit.
lose. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the greatest winning is losing, kind of, because you're right. That's where you learn. If you just won, you'd be like, how the fuck is this happening over and over again? You don't even know where it's coming from. But like the losing makes you go deep. You have to learn
So-
to manage everything
Are you able to lose?
all the time, man.
But are you able to lose like voluntarily? Go out there to lose.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? Like when I dropped those beginning pods, I knew the audio was cracked. You know what I'm saying? I knew that.
No, I'm ready to lose.
I had no idea what I was
I'm
doing.
ready to lose, but also I believe in myself. I can do both at the same time.
I believe in myself for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ready to lose. Yes, sir.
Ready to lose.
Yeah. I
That's
like
the
that.
title. Good
That's
job.
fire. Yeah.
Did my job for me. Good job.
Bro, you said
Ready to
you said
lose.
it.
I didn't say that. I don't remember saying that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is, dog. You have to let go of all of that. That's holding you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, my church said performance versus presence. Where Saul wanted to be like, he wants to look good in front of the people, and like sometimes he would go against what God says because like how would he explain his actions to the people around him, and he always wanted to like be in the best light, whereas David just wanted to be in God's presence. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to be close to him no matter what, just be committed and loyal to whatever he says and be obedient. Like you'll make a lot of sacrifices, right? But if you're always striving for performance, you won't be obedient to like what this life has for you. Like
Yeah.
moving on, what you say, alignment with
Yeah.
your
Getting
true beliefs.
getting out of your own way.
Like, is that
Yeah.
your true beliefs? Yeah, getting out of your own way. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting in your way by trying to perform for others, which is tied to competitiveness.
Yeah.
Whereas the
it's
truth
a
is,
delicate dance.
It doesn't
it's like-
matter. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you just got to be able to do it. Yeah. Especially like social media and stuff, like really putting yourself out there, like bang, like your face, you know? That's an interesting thing because and also I told you I've never had social media, but I lied. Like I had Facebook, you know? I had Facebook and I had Facebook. I never really used it, but I had Facebook, Snapchat. Like I had like I did do a few things, but
Yeah.
do I consider like myself a social media person? No. But at the same time, I was also on Reddit, YouTube, like so maybe anonymous social media.
Yeah.
Always had. Like I was really thinking about it. Like I tell people I've never had social media. It's bullshit. I've been tapped in the whole time. It's just I haven't been present there, you know? It's almost like I'm just outside looking in, you know? But now it's about having my presence and my digital footprint and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I had another thing to bring up. like how far you can let go. Because the other week I questioned you, like, yo, you got Jordans, and you're like, yo, bro, like explain you shaving your head, not caring about the clothes, not caring about the shoes, like other people literally telling you like, yo, you got to do this, you got to do this, and like I want to hear the Jordan story, you know.
The Jordan story it's not really that
Mhm.
big of a deal, but the Jordans does get me mad though. Like
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like, how do you
this-
feel about it?
the
Yeah.
story of getting the Jordans isn't really like,
Mhm.
but the story of having them,
Mhm.
it's like, oh, like I just, I don't know, it feels weak.
Feel like
So-
it's not you.
No, but I'm cool with them. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
they make okay? Here, be completely honest. Do they make you feel a type of way? If you wear them, like, do you feel better?
The
For no
only-
reason at all.
But there's one big thing that like there's a growth in me. Like the reason why I like the Jordans,
Mhm.
no one could ever figure out why. That's the thing.
Mhm.
So there's a reason why I like them, but it's not the same reason why you guys look at them and like them.
Yeah.
And it's they're size 9 or 9.5.
Mhm.
And I've always wore size 10 plus my whole like for like the past like 6 years, 7
Mhm.
years. But my dad has always told me, Isaiah, you're size 9. Like we would go and measure my foot, and one of my foots is actually smaller than the other. But like
Yeah.
my right foot is never reaches 10.
Yeah.
And every single time we'd go, be like, Isaiah, you're not size 10. Like, I'd be
Yeah.
like, I said, like that. It's right there. I'm size 10. Stop. Are you on crack? Like, I'm not. But
Mhm.
it was just always lying to myself. And I remember when I first bought my own pair of Jordans, cap and
Mhm.
gowns in grade 11.
Mhm.
And I sacrifice. I woke up. I was trying to compete with others to try and look good. You know what I'm saying? I had a
Mhm.
polo tracksuit. I was trying to get the cap and gowns. And I woke
Mhm.
up like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning before school. Took the bus all the way to Square One from Brampton.
Yeah.
Waiting at Foot Locker before the store opens.
Yeah.
I'm the first one there.
Oh,
Like,
you were one of those.
what am
Okay.
I doing?
Wow.
What am I
Whoa.
doing? That's
Yeah.
why people say like, oh, I'm like, I don't do all that look stuff. Like, yeah, I
Mhm.
swear you used to try a thing. You used to do your hair. You used to do all like, bro.
Mhm.
I was there. I was waiting. I came in. They're like, yo, we only have one pair here because all of them are like, you have to get them like do a raffle online or whatever. So all of them are gone except for one
Mhm.
pair. We had a size 12. I'm size 10,
Yeah.
and I'm like, or it was like size 13. I think it was size 12.
Yeah.
And then someone came in the store, and we're like, and I'm holding the Jordans, right? They're like, yo, you can either buy them right now or what, right? And then
Mhm.
one guy came in. It's like, what size are you? And the man literally took off his shoe. I'm size 12. Do you guys have Jordans here? And like, there's only one pair, and I had them in my hands. And I'm like, he's like, yo, are you buying those? And he's literally like, he's ready to buy them. And he's
Yeah.
actually size 12. And he's like, yo,
Yeah.
what size are you? And I'm like, 12. And I went to the thing and I bought the Jordan. So now I'm wearing size 9.5 shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know like who I was? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, these Jordans, like that lifestyle, that competitive performance, it's BS to me, bro. I don't care, but it's not truly aligning with who I am. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it does make life easier because people leave you alone in a certain type of way. People kind of, it's like people can see.
They're like, oh, you fit the part.
It's like a
whatever.
workout. Like, you know, when you see like
Yeah,
a bodybuilder or like
yeah.
a girl with a good bum or something, like
Mhm.
you could just, all right, you are fit or whatever. Like they can kind of see your worth.
Yeah, it
And
taps into our brain. Like we automatically associate things with it and stuff, and like it means you're right because yeah, like if I see somebody who's dressed up in shit, well, I'm like, whoa, that's fresh, you know. Immediately, there's a million things. I'm like, they're probably like this, they're probably like that, you know. But it's like you never know. It's just it's a game of like charades, not charades. There's a word for it where it's just like it's very surface level. It's like you don't really know.
And it says like in the Bible that when you turn to the truth, like when you turn to God, like you
Yeah.
become prey of the world. Because the
Yeah.
world's not moving on the same time that you're moving on.
Mhm.
So like the reason why I like it and don't like it, I like peace. I like when people leave me alone. And when I wear those, people are like, ooh, like da-da-da, right? And it's like,
Mhm.
at least you're doing this and bothering me. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I'm conforming to what
Mhm.
people want me to be. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's not me. But I just like that they're my
Yeah.
size, and that grown a lot. Because like,
Yeah.
if my dad heard I'm actually wearing shoes that are not size 10, size 9, 9.5, when he's been telling me I'm not size 10, versus when I used to wear size 12 shoes to fit in, like,
yeah.
it's different now.
No, that's awesome. I respect that it's that mindset, because I 100% like from growing up not being the most like I kind of like an ugly duckling and stuff, right? It's like now I'm on top of shit. Like if I need to present myself, I'll present myself properly, you know? And like it goes a long way. Like I've seen it, everything from job interviews to like people, everything. Like the attention, like when I take care of myself, like the attention I get from women goes fucking into the sky, you know? Like that wasn't part of my reality growing up, you know? And I know obviously self-work, put the time in, just you know, it's not just like, I'm not gonna say is looks or anything. But all I know now is I made a huge difference in the world. I still kind of gauge myself like where I am, but it depends. But taking care of myself and stuff, like even down to having like a skincare routine and shit, right? It goes a long ass way. It goes a long ass way into getting you where you want to be, in validation and stuff. But I think like I don't know. Do you think that's negative? Like, should I not? I feel like I need to do
100%. You should. You're bettering yourself. Yeah. Any type of development, like,
yeah, but it bleeds into the clothes.
Yeah.
Like clothes is something that like I don't. I mean, especially because now like with the work stuff and like traveling and stuff, like I don't really have. I have like my couple staples that I really just wear 90% of the time, and the rest of it's all like doesn't matter at all. But even then, like I feel like I still have that part of me that just wants to express myself a certain way.
Sacrifice and obedience goes hand in hand. So if you're sacrificing but for the wrong reasons, then I would tell you, like, you know, just align yourself with your path, right? With your goal. Like, figure out which way you're going. And all the sacrifice, just make sure it's geared towards that direction. It's like when they say, oh, like, you shouldn't wear jewelry because blah, 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 blah. I remember one time my pastor was saying something about jewelry, and my grandmother was wearing jewelry, but she was like when Jesus came down,
yeah,
like he's inside of us, you know what I'm saying? And he will guide our steps.
Yeah.
So whatever it looks like when you follow that path, that's what it is. Like, don't judge yourself too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you do might be for a different, like the reason why I like those Jordans. You might assume I'm wearing those Jordans because of all these different reasons, but the biggest reason why I love those Jordans is because they're a size that, like, it shows my growth as a person to be able to humble myself and say, no, I'm not size 11, size 12. Like, I'm size 9. I could wear size 9.5 shoes comfortably.
Yeah,
that's a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? And like, so for you, all this clothes stuff and all that skincare, that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's sacrifice and that's hard work. And that is gearing, it's discipline. It's putting you in the right path. But if you're doing that because...
No, now I just do it for, it's a routine. It brings me peace. Especially...
Then do that.
Like, it's, if I'm having a bad day or some shit, you know, like, I know if I could get myself to the washroom and like fucking brush my teeth and do my fucking quickly wash my face. And it's not even really a skincare routine, but I have a couple, like, it's consistent. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like brushing your teeth. I do it twice a day, every day.
Get your reps in, man.
Yeah. So like I know like it gets me in go mode right away. And it's not like I'm going out or anything. It's just the mentality. It's like, I gotta go.
Oh, it wasn't you? It might have been you too, but my friend was asking me, how do your pods work? Like, do you critique your pods? And I've been listening back to a lot of my pods, and I say, like, you know what I'm saying a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then there are certain things I say over and over again, and I'm catching myself now that I'm talking to you, like, saying it. And
I say,
like,
you know, as well. I say, you know.
And
I say, you know, a million times.
And I'm just like, bro, it kind of got me upset just now when I was saying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God, I can't. I need to actually learn. I need to do better. You know what I'm saying? I need to do better.
Yeah, don't worry. I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing, and I'm holding myself back from saying.
I gotta talk
yeah.
like slower and figure out what I
No,
want to say.
From what I understand, I've never. Every single time I've listened so far, I haven't picked up something where I'm like, that's annoying. Like,
Yeah.
But now that you said, you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'll listen out for that. But I picked it up in myself. Like every 10 seconds, I need to toss in a and.
I never realized that for you.
Oh, really?
I never realized that.
Bro.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I never realized that.
I was getting same thing. I was getting livid at myself. I was like, listening. I said it so much. I'm like, yo, next time I say it, I can't keep listening.
Yo,
Like,
I'm done. I'm done. No, I know those ones. Yo, trust me.
Yeah.
We be spazzing, but
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna get better though. Like, ready to lose.
The reps.
Reps,
This
man.
is all part of the reps. Like,
ready to lose.
it's not. This is a multi-dimensional approach. It's not just about the initial was like working on the inside. You know, like
Yeah.
it's all related to one another, and like it's a multi-dimensional approach to getting better and to getting to the mindset and the place you want to be. I want to be. I was thinking about like what do I feel when I listen to your podcast and stuff, because I think you asked me something along those lines.
I did. I remember exactly when I asked
I
you.
really I said like Studio Ghibli and stuff, and I thought about why did I say Studio Ghibli and stuff like, and I was thinking about it literally last night, and I got my answer. I was like, oh, the same, like when I watch like a Studio Ghibli movie, or like, it's like, I feel free to like dream and stuff, you know? And I feel like I get the same shit from your podcast. It's like those barriers and stuff that stop you from, like, like the absolute reality of how others define you, right? That's the
Antithesis?
yeah, that
Say a
word. Yeah. To dreaming. I think that's the antithesis of to dreaming. And I feel like when I listen to the pod, every single time I'm like, yo, this kid is just fucking, he's like a dreamer. And I feel like I just get it, you know?
Yeah.
And so like, it's dope. It's almost like, I guess it's like in a way, it's like tribalism. I'm like, oh shit. Like it's, you know, there's something.
My last podcast,
Yeah.
you said your song's his favorite so far. You know why I play songs with the intro? He said, yo, that Absent song. He doesn't know which one though. But he said like, he likes how it's free. He feels freedom when he listens to it. And he said like something about no drums or something. And how it was just.
Oh, that's how many nights man locked up in this
I don't know if it's that one. Like he was just saying like.
yeah, there's no drums on that
no
one. But also that one,
yeah.
I already told you, when you uploaded it, the mixing got. I can't even say, bro. When I heard the mixing, I'm like, yo, I sound like shit. But like, just know.
He liked it.
Without the master bus thing, right? It sounded different. But also, like, yeah, that song didn't make the cut.
But don't worry though. Whatever comes out, like we're ready for that. Like,
yo, it's repetitions, bro. Like creating stuff is not hard anymore. I hope I don't lose this. Like the writer's block is kind of writers, everything. Like I feel like I just pump out a million things a day. I had to question myself. I'm like, yo, am I manic or some shit? But I don't think it has anything to do with mania.
It's you, bro. It's being a creative. Like when I
Yeah.
explain the tribulations I go through, it sounds wild, but it's just who I am. It's just being a creative. It's it's weird, you know?
Yeah, man. It's easy to pull inspiration from every single place. This is on the level 29.5 that hasn't been released and stuff. But I was saying, yo, it's a trait. There's literally like that trait of like just being able to stare at something and pull a million things from it and stuff. That's it's a self-torture tool. But number two, it's
Oh, for real?
no, not for real. I just feel like it tortures you if you like. Sometimes you just want to shut off and be chill, you know.
Oh yeah.
Be calm, not think.
I remember that.
Yeah.
When I used to watch shows or something or movies, I'm like, can I just watch it? Like, can I
just be sucked into that universe
quiet?
and just quiet.
Let me just watch. And that's why I love those people those unpredictable endings. My favorite aspect of movies is plot twists. It has to be, because it's just like
it pulls you. Or something?
like I had no boom, you just said be quiet. It's like you told my mind be quiet. You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
And just now I can just listen and just take it in.
Bro. Yeah. Maybe that's so weird, because I feel like music is one of those things where it's like I know how I'll listen to something, I'll recognize the sounds, I'll know how to replicate it, I'll get the inspiration from it, everything, you know? Bro, I could listen to it without that part of me. I could still listen to it, even as a producer, you know? I still listen to stuff and just be like, how the fuck, what the fuck, you know? Just get like the pure fun from it and like the pure emotions and stuff from it without even having to think about, is this a 2-step pattern with like what type of snare, what type of genre, how is everything leveled? Like that could ruin the fun and stuff, right? But music is one of those things that just like for me is holding the test of time. Like I could just listen and it's just never, like it's always good. Like if something's good, it's good. Even,
Something's good, it's good.
Yeah.
That's me with characters in animes, I think, or even I do the same thing with the Bible and all types of stuff. There's a character that grips me. It's always it's just amazing. Anyone that I could just cast my burdens on is just, you are the one. You know what I'm saying? I just look at you like, yo, you're it. Like you're him. I see you. Just love watching people put in that work and just step past those boundaries that you think are impossible.
Yeah. Do you find that real life is kind of, once you like stop playing video games and stuff, like real life is a video game? Like
it's what reality is. That's really what I've been saying from time. Like, that's what
you have.
Like,
yeah, but it's like that instant release you get from a 20-minute game. I feel like you get the same from real life. You just gotta be like zoned in.
But I'm saying that's what reality is. I haven't really fully fleshed it out though. So please talk to me. Why do you think video game, like real life, is a game?
It could be the opposite. Video games imitate life. Like
that's what I think. And it all comes from the mind, right? Everything we create comes from the mind.
Everything
Comes from
but it's weird. We place no emphasis on the mind as a society. You know, it's all material and stuff. It's not about the mind. And when it comes to the mind, we do the least. We're like, go to therapy, get medication and stuff. I don't think these are solutions. I think lifestyle is solution. It's like, how is your life set up? Like, does it let you be yourself, express yourself, work on yourself, stuff like that? It's like, there's zero room in this world. What you just said
just made a mini explosion in my head. The way you were just like, it's all the mind, but we put the least emphasis on the mind. Like when you see an attractive or you look at someone, it's like, oh, I want to be with that person or I want to be friends with that person. It's like, you should say they have a beautiful mind. Like you should want to know their mind the most because that's the most important part of them. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think that comes with maturity, but also at the same time, I think that's like at the end of the day.
Why are we putting so much emphasis on materialistic stuff when it came from the mind?
Yeah.
Everything came from the mind. And that's why
if something can satiate your mind, it's much easier to be at peace. And we've been programmed to do it through whatever, you know, like wearing shoes, dressing a certain way, having certain haircuts, performing a certain way and stuff. But this is, bro, I get side mission statement for the podcast is like you can just really just be yourself and say what you feel for real without like having to worry about it. It's like a space that provides that. Like you don't. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm genuinely, bro. Like I feel like I'll watch like this is hype, pure gassing, you know. But I'll watch like videos on like I'll watch like Basquiat, you know, and his mind, like when he was painting and stuff, you know, and like just the videos and the aesthetics from that time and stuff. And I feel like I don't want to say I feel like in real time sometimes, like being in this space and stuff and doing this stuff, I feel like I'm tapped in like to something. Like I just feel like, yo, shit could genuinely go somewhere. Like I don't know.
Don't let the status and numbers fool you, bro.
No, not
this
status.
is a lot of work right now.
Not the status and number. It's a mindset. But it's
that's what I'm saying.
The mindset distorts reality. It's like if you, my anxieties and stuff, right?
Yeah.
They could have easily kept me isolated, you know, like, but like all that stuff I had to overcome to create a new reality, right? Now there's a new mindset and it's like the next evolution. It's a growth. That mindset, it's like this one is more behavioral and stuff. And obviously that's going to change the way the world interacts with you, you know? Yeah. I where I really want to stress at the core is the resonation, like that ability to dream, that ability to create, that ability to be free and stuff, right? That's what I want to stress. When I watch the Basquiat stuff,
Yeah.
it's not the status shit is dope. Like at the end of the day, I do crave it in a way because I want to prove to myself that
That's what
You know?
I'm saying.
There's that competitiveness, yeah.
That's the problem, and that's
it?
the Satan
Why?
thing. But it's not. It's
I'm okay, but I'm saying humility in defeat as well. Like it doesn't matter, but that's what I crave. You know? Like,
yeah.
I'll find my peace, bro. I can find my peace in this room. You know what I mean? I don't need much.
You need to shift
Yeah.
your craving,
Yeah,
hunger and thirst for like purpose. Like you
yeah.
were
I know
told-
having more altruistic.
You were told to
Yeah,
do
but
this, so
I'm
do
telling
it for
yeah,
that
okay.
reason,
Yeah,
not
but
for
listen,
the.
you gotta get to a level, then you do that.
Yeah,
So you gotta.
that's
is,
good humility.
yeah.
That's a good acknowledgement of where you are.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like
that's really good.
I know right now I can't be fully altruistic because. I mean,
I don't even
do
know
I
if I'm
even
fully
want to be?
altruistic. I don't
Like,
know.
it's. I want to get.
Do you want
right,
to be?
right
That's
now?
good.
What drives me and what's the motivation? It's like proving to myself I could do it. You know, and like I will literally like I don't need. I'm not even. I don't think I could. I'm a performance type anything. I just want to share stuff and just. Somebody's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I like that. You know, that's the only thing. But I was watching Roddy Ricch perform the box, right? You know, and huge crowd. I don't know if it was like Coachella or whatever fucking festival and stuff, right? And like he has a moment where he's just looking in the crowd. You can see in his eyes, he's like, yo, fuck, I made it. Yo, one day, oh, not even once. I probably watched that video a few times now. Randomly, it'll pop up in my shorts and stuff, right? And I cried. I'll start crying. It's not even I have control of it. It's like I just let myself feel, you know. And it's like I don't know that feeling, right? That hunger to like fucking make something of myself. Also, there's reasons too, you know. It's not just I want to do stuff. This is the only thing I know, you know. I can't do anything else. We're literally talking about work this, work that, you know. It's like I need something. I would like something to work out for me because I can't fucking go fucking do that 9 to 5 shit, you know. Like I'm not gonna make it
Yeah.
to 65 doing that shit on repeat, you know. Like I need.
So
to do
what's
something-
stopping you from doing it then?
Nothing. But you're saying that we're talking about the competitiveness. And
But I feel
stuff?
like that's also like it's hold off on that. You know what I'm saying? Like press pause on that.
I know you gotta. I know. Be in the
and
reality.
tap
grounded.
into that,
Yeah.
and then that can come
Yeah, but
back.
that
You know what I'm
tappiness,
saying?
that feeling is what drives me to create sometimes too. You know, like
Just like how you said that noise,
yeah, when that noise is on, it's I feel like I'm more
and you can
secluded and
do
I
it.
can
Like it
express
can,
myself
you're
way
free.
better,
Like
yeah.
you have a brief period. You need to
Yeah.
create that window of opportunity in everyday life without the noise. Like
Mhm.
that noise can change. It's like white noise stability that can change
Yeah.
into just a separate entity kind of guiding
Yeah.
you in a way. That's the
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah, I think for that,
Listen to life telling you to do it instead of the world. You know what I'm saying? And that could be your white noise.
yeah, like what's the source of it? Is
The
that what
higher
you're saying?
power, God telling you, yo, do this. That's
Yeah.
your white noise. That's
Man,
that.
I've been trying my hardest to be believe in stuff.
Yeah.
I do, but I fall out. We talked about this, but
Yeah,
I fall
yeah,
out
yeah.
hard. But I know every single time I fall out, I feel numb. I can feel the difference. Like I generally like almost like a physical warmth that I lack sometimes because I don't feel connected. I don't want to put labels on it either because Allah, God, whatever. I just think there's a source for where everything comes from, right? And I just want to believe in that source. But I do obviously have to acknowledge the fact that, you know, I grew up Muslim. Like I was taught certain things, and like whether they're conscious or subconscious, they narrate and stuff, you know? And yeah, but I trust myself that I'm not like I could be somebody who just believes, you know? And I'm open to it all. Like even when you were talking about your church and stuff, and you're like, yo, trust, one day you're gonna have to you gotta come or something, right? I 100% would be there. Like I'm open to all of it, but when it comes to a definition of defining faith and stuff, I'm not in a rush. I feel like that's just I'll figure it out as life goes
100%,
on,
bro.
Yeah,
100%. Take
Yeah.
your time. Do your thing.
yeah. Wow, we took it.
Yo, this, yeah. I was thinking that a little bit ago. I was like, bro, is this what our first pod sounded like? Because
Yeah.
this is so all over, bro.
Yeah.
This sounds like a headache listening to it right now. Usually I find the flow.
No, trust me. I
as
think
for
doing it
listening-
enough now. This one's gonna be. It's gonna be. You can follow along with this one.
Oh yeah.
I think
All right.
so. This one's gonna be a lot.
I love that confidence.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. No, I just know.
I'm just like, yo,
it's-
mans were talking. I'm like, yo, what? Bro, mans were chatting.
Yeah.
But you seen that I went past 100 minutes on the last one. Because we did two separate things. Like we paused it.
Pause and play. Yeah. Yeah. I did see that. Yeah.
But yeah, man, this one was good though. This is just got some stuff off our chest. Gave little
Yeah, I
sprinkles
think,
of the next
bro,
pod I want to do with my next
Yeah,
solo.
No, the pods. I think we didn't even, bro. At the start, be honest. Was there even a vibe for like we knew what we were doing? Talk about anything?
Bro,
it was
this-
still no.
I think this start was
Yeah.
probably the most
Yeah.
like you said
I'm saying
stale,
literally
right?
saying pressing play changed everything within a minute. You know,
Yeah,
like it snowballed. You know.
that's what I'm saying. This
Yeah.
this pod, like when you pressed at the beginning, this was the first time I was like, it was because I literally wasn't ready. Like I actually physically was not ready to start. Like I don't even think I had the mic in my hand. Like you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I literally wasn't. But like you said, snowball effect, right?
Yeah.
It's like something you catch. Whenever we catch it, and it's
and you just
gone.
trust it. Yeah.
And I trust it.
Yeah.
Trust.
Yeah. Trust it.
And I
Bro,
tr-
that's the creative. I think that's the creative process too. Is it just going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say in regards to, like you bring it back to source a lot? Where does it come from?
Where does my source come from? I think it comes from my preparation. I think it comes from just whatever repetition I've made throughout my life
Mm-hmm.
of those things that you didn't really think were nothing, like constantly analyzing, constantly,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I think that's what my cousin said was my greatest trait was analyzing. He says I'm very analytical and I figure stuff out and all that.
Mm-hmm. What makes you trust? Like, sometimes I'll come to epiphanies and stuff in my mind, and I trust them blindly. And when I share that with other people too, you know, they're like, "Yeah, that's true." What makes you trust that process in your mind to get to the place? Like, how did power come to be in the South? Like, you're saying when you talk with somebody else, it's a lot more fluid when it comes to something like power. I mean, actually, we talked about this on 29.5. Like,
I catch it's some similar to that catch thing I was just talking about.
yeah.
Was I love how you're hyping up 29.5. I actually kind of like how you're saying that.
Bro, I haven't listened to it.
29.5 pod. That's so cool. Like,
Yeah.
and that's something I also realize is trust in real life. I struggle with it too because
Mhm,
through me trusting you,
mhm.
it's opened up a new door to the podcast, a new aspect that my ego would never allow in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise, when even like I know
Said
you
it
haven't
again.
seen the results of it yet, but like I think even the music has changed so much since the start. But a lot of it has to do with this podcast.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Interesting, bro.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, I know there's something that I trust inside of me where when I
Mhm.
start a pod or when I do anything, I catch a flow, I catch a riff or something, and I
Mhm.
just go with it. But it's just waiting for that riff to come.
Crazy, bro. The parallels are insane. Like
Parallels to what?
I think that's the same shit with music. Like
Oh.
if you took that out and you just played that, I'd be like, oh shit, he's talking about music, huh?
Oh,
But it's
say
like,
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's just trusting and waiting for that riff to come, waiting for that whatever that truth is, whatever
Mm.
that feeling is that connects to come. Yeah, and you just fucking. If you get enough of them, you have a song. You know, for me, that's. I don't know how it works for other. I don't think there's any one way to do anything. That's another thing. This is just. I guess our processes are similar. You know. Even when I look at somebody like Rick Rubin or somebody who, I mean, his podcast has been going. I don't even listen to it like that anymore.
Mm.
I mean, I never really listened to it like that, but I love watching his videos and stuff. But he's been talking about astrology and numbers and stuff, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is going on? but regardless, he's I realized a lot of my childhood songs, everything I listen to, I go back in the credits, Rick Rubin, Rick Rubin, Rick Rubin, Rick Rubin. He's just been on everything. Like he's like Pharrell, like all these guys. I don't know what they got, but yeah. When I watch them on their podcasts and the way they talk and stuff, I think they also have the trust thing is huge. I just think it's a part of the creative process. Also, don't need a cosign from them. This is its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know why I even compare. But that's a competitive thing. It's like playing playing good songs in the middle of making my song to fucking, compare, like
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's, wait, that's why you did that?
I feel like that's
I thought you did that to like kind of refresh your palate or something.
for the podcast. Oh no,
No, not
do
for the
it.
podcast. Just
no. Okay, two. Obviously, the songs sound good, and I feel so refreshed. and
yeah.
stuff. But no, it's like I have to play my shit after. So there's like that fear building up. Like, am I good? Am I gonna trust myself? Can I press play? Like,
I would never in my life do that. Ever in my life. Play that next person's, because my pod, I strive on being just a different type of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, same. I have my own vibe, but I'm just saying maybe when it comes to the Sonics, like I'm just like how I don't know. I just have to. I don't know. It's a trust. Maybe it's a trust. It's like a trust fall, Like it's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this sounds amazing. Okay, let me go listen to 4 songs.
Were you
back
good
to
at
this.
those trust falls? You ever tried that? Or
Yeah. Was I good at them?
I didn't like those. I didn't like
I would
those at
do it,
all.
but it's like
I don't think I would do
we
it.
used to have like a slanted hill at my elementary school.
Yeah.
In Hamilton, Temple Mead, but a slanted hill, right? And like people do trust falls like standing on the slanted hill, so you kind of like fall a little bit more.
You guys are taking it one up, like you guys are leveling up.
I don't think we realized at the time, but yeah, it made the trust fall a bit more
Crazy.
intense, bro, because you're rolling down a hill. If the person, that's what's fucked up. Like, you're a kid, you don't know. Some people fucking dodge the trust fall and you can fucking break shit. Yeah.
Imagine the type of trust fall you gotta do in life, like with God and all that. Just jump off a building. Like,
Yeah.
that's what this guy.
What's the alternative though? I feel like if you're not trust falling in life, are you even living? Can you really say like you tried, you were present, like you were, one of the biggest regrets, I think we mentioned this on an earlier pod, but one of the biggest regrets for people when they're dying is like not doing what they wanted to do or not being who they wanted to be, all because of that performance shit, like where you have to be something for someone else.
Yeah. If you're not falling, are you even living? That's interesting.
You need something to strive towards. I think it all
If
comes.
you're not falling, are you even living? Falling in love, they call it falling.
Damn.
And love is everything. Like
Yeah,
love
yeah.
is the core root
Yeah.
of everything. Like
Yeah.
love is. I said this in the very first pod we ever
Yeah.
did. The universal truth of life is love.
Yeah, and maybe I agree with you on the first pod, but when it comes to inside, I think I was a very big pessimist. I was always like, love is fuck that shit, Like I hate it. Like
Hates the
That's
other
just-
side.
yeah, but letting trust is increasing, my love is increasing,
Yeah.
Crazy.
This was interesting. Yeah. This
Crazy.
was.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying interesting too much. I need to leave myself alone. I need to let myself be. We made it this far, bro. Just trust the process.
Yeah. I mean, yes. I do a lot of like stutters before I talk. Like, I mean, yeah, maybe, and then also I'll say something. I'll be like, but also like, like I feel like that's me. Like, that's a remnants of when I was scared of hurting people's feelings and stuff. It's like I should just be able to say things.
Remnants. That's
Yeah.
a good word.
Yeah.
Remnants.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah. You're right.
The self-study, the philosophy attached to all this is just crazy. I said earlier, multi-dimensional. I want to like literally there was a Charles Bukowski poem I read yesterday. I was relating heavily to.
What do you know about Charles Bukowski? What do you know about that guy?
I love Charles
What do you
Bukowski.
know about Charles
Yeah.
Bukowski?
I got that guy.
What do you know about it?
Yeah. Do you like Charles Bukowski?
That's the first person I ever showed you.
Oh yeah, we shared the poem.
Yes.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Don't
yeah,
Love
yeah,
Half
Charles
Lovers was
Bukowski.
Khalid or something.
Yeah,
And then
Khalil
I showed
Gibran, but very similar.
Charles
Yeah.
Bukowski.
Yeah, actually, what's weird is Charles Bukowski was my intro. Like Charles Bukowski YouTube videos, like narrated with his poems and stuff.
that's exactly
I was
what
so
I showed
down
you.
in that shit, bro. I was in it. I wouldn't leave, curtains closed, on the floor, lay down, 4 hours, 5 hours, just listen to fucking clips of fucking people repeating all these poems and stuff.
Was
and
he the one that said, find what you love and let it kill you?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is all about finding your whatever it is and
Yeah.
just let it kill you. Yeah. Something like that.
I'm fully on board with that as well. I think it's a very romantic way to look at self-torture and stuff, I guess, but like
Yeah.
it's also you need that obsession. Yeah.
So it's good, man. Ready to lose.
Ready to lose.
Are you ready?
Sure. Yes. I mean always. What do you mean? I'm always ready. I don't care.
Stop saying. What are you talking about? I'm talking about like right now.
Yeah.
You're starting your career,
hmm
taking those next steps, getting the video up. You know, and then me and you are making video pods.
Yeah, we're doing it.
You're gonna
We're doing
make
it.
little
Bro,
previews for your music
we talked about
with background and
Yeah,
you
oh, no.
at the front center doing
all
like.
just wait, bro. Next week when I have to go into work the first day, after that I'm gonna be times 10 mode. Yo, Super Saiyan, bro. Every day, bro. I'm gonna be like, yo, I have a week to make it. I gotta make this shit work. So I'm not the clutch shit. Bro, if it doesn't come in, the clutch shit doesn't come in now. There's something fundamentally broken with my brain, you know? Like
It's now.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
all about
Yeah.
now. Life is so mundane. It's so nothing's gonna spark you. Nothing. It's just dry and just
yeah.
spend so much time watching people who went through this process and now they're here and our life is supposed to be watching them. You gotta
No.
tune out and do you. You gotta tune out of that and tune into your mental process, your growth, your
Yeah.
development. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
hmm
We don't got change for fear. You know what I'm saying? We're too broke for that. We can't afford fear. We can't afford
Facts.
it.
Whoa. Yeah.
We
Too
can't-
broke for fear,
we
bro.
can't.
That's a fire ass.
We
That's a
can't
fire ass lyric.
we can't afford it. I'm telling you, I'm doing spurts of my next pod that I've been making in my head.
Yeah.
But we definitely can't afford that still.
hmm
Can't afford to be scared.
hmm
But yeah,
And
that's
there's-
it, man.
Yeah. Okay. You can say the word.
Don't do that. That is so. Don't do that. You're not allowed
Say
to do
the
that
word.
no more. You're not. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. No, now you. No, I can't do this. No, I can't do
Yo,
this.
yo, give it a
I can't do this. I can't do this.
give it a 10-second pause and just do it.
There's no way you did that, bro. There's no way. Yo, we can't post this. Now, you see? This one we can't post. You
Yeah,
see,
no,
now we
no,
can post the
no,
next
no,
one.
no,
All right, man. Love.